Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take a built Unity project and reconstruct the actual project files from it. So we're going to go to EXE, from EXE to project. So let's see how this is done. I'm going to use a tool for this called Unity Asset Ripper or just Asset Ripper. There's a link for this in the description. You can also just search Unity Asset Ripper. And what this tool does is it goes into the binary of the built Unity game and it attempts to reconstruct these scripts, models, scenes, and the entire project file and structure for the built game. And it works really, really well, especially if the game is built on mono. If it's built on mono, it will also be able to reconstruct the scripts a good number of the time as well. So it's a really useful tool. Let's show you how to use it. So the first thing, you're going to go to the GitHub page for the actual for the Asset Ripper project. Go ahead and head to the releases here. The latest one is 1.0.11. Scroll down and find the one that matches your program. I'm going to use the Windows one, and I already have this downloaded, so I won't bother downloading it, but you're just going to click it, download it, unzip the file somewhere, and once it's unzipped, you can go to the folder that you unzipped it to. I have this folder in Game Tools here, called Unity Asset Ripper. We're going to go inside and you're going to see a bunch of files. You'll see DLLs, and you'll see here assetripper.gui.free.exe. And if you run this, it will open up the Asset Ripper. You will see a website open. Keep this open. We're going to use this in a second, and you'll see a command line which logs everything that's going on. The next thing that we need is an actual game to recreate, to reconstruct. And for this, I'm going to use my own project. It's a game called Galaxia. It's a simple laser shooting game that's multiplayer. I would use another game that was actually published, but this one is mine, and so I don't have to worry about any problems from ripping someone else's game. So I have this game downloaded here. I'm going to unzip it with WinRAR. I'll extract it right here. Extract that, and we have it here. And so all you're going to do is go to the website. The website that it opens is how you use it. It's run locally, localhost, and you're going to go up here to File and click Open Folder. When you click Open Folder, it's going to open up the folder here, navigate to your game, and select the entire folder where the EXE is. Don't worry about selecting individual files. When you do add folder, it will automatically reference the EXE and all the data files. You can go to view loaded files, and if you see all of this kind of stuff, you know you've done it correctly. So you'll see level 0, level 1, level 2. These are the number of scenes that you have. You'll see global game managers, generated settings, all of this kind of stuff. If you see this kind of data, you might not see you won't see the exact same thing here, but as long as you see a good number of data here, you see the levels, you know you've done it correctly. And you'll also see it logged in here. The next thing that you're going to do, you can click export at the top, and it will show you what version of Unity it was built for. So this version this game was built with version 2022.3.15. If you want to install this version, you can. You can also just upgrade or downgrade the version, it doesn't matter. Then go to export all files, select folder, and then it's going to open up a file explorer inside of the command line, the console. You can make a new folder to build the project to. I'm going to call mine out, select folder, and then hit export. And if you go here, go to your console, you'll see it exporting everything. And then when it finishes, it will bring you back. So now we can go to the desktop. We'll find the out folder, and it will dump it to exported project, these files here. So now if I go to Unity, and I just open up the desktop and I go to out, exported project, and I open up this folder in Unity. Let that load, let that finish. Okay, so something that you might notice when you create a project with Unity Asset Ripper is that you may have compiler errors when you build the project. And this is usually because it can't reconstruct the scripts perfectly. Most of the time you're going to have compiler errors. It will open in safe mode, and you can just double click the files and see what's going on. Now, if it's built with mono, you can usually reconstruct the scripts pretty well as it's done here. It's not like it won't be the exact same code that the person has written because it's being reconstructed, but it should be similar enough. And if you don't care about the code and you just want the models, which is what I'm going to do here, I can't be asked to fix this. You can and sometimes you can't because it doesn't have everything. You can simply just go to scripts and delete the scripts folder, delete all the scripts that are throwing the errors, and you can close these out. This is useful if you just want to get the models, you just want to see the scenes. But if you do want to go in and fix the errors, you can do that. If you don't know how to do that, you haven't written code before, you're just doing this because you want the models to play around in Blender or something, just delete the scripts folder, delete the scripts that are throwing the errors, and you should be okay. And here we are, we're booted into the project. I have all of these scenes here that the game was made with. If I open up one of these and go to the scene view, you can now see I am in the game. As you can see, there are some problems, like some of the shaders didn't load correctly, but we are indeed in the game. And this will work for tons of projects. I've tried this with many projects on Steam, many games on Steam, many different Unity projects. There's a lot that you can test, and you can see it will export as much as possible. It's really, really useful. It's really impressive. And so I recommend to try it out with some different games and see what works for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not responsible for what you do with this. Please keep in mind that if you do rip a game that isn't yours, you don't have the right to the assets. You can use them for, your personal projects or something, but nothing commercial. So don't do anything illegal. Thank you all so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.